What's going on, guys? Mikkel here, and today I wanted to give you an update on Quant. I saw a really cool interview that you guys are gonna want to see, so make sure you stick around for that. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That's incredible. Keep subscribing to the channel. It means so much. I never thought I'd get here this fast, but anyway, let's jump right into this video. So guys, before we jump into this interview, I just wanted to give you a high level of what Quant is and what they're trying to do. I feel like a lot of YouTubers just read over articles and don't necessarily put their own spin on what's going on in the networks and break the information down into an easy, digestible way. So, in my opinion, it's very important to understand on a high level what these networks are trying to do, but it's not necessarily critical to understand every tiny little intricacy of the networks. What I want to give you guys is a high level understanding of what Quant is trying to do, and understand they are partnered with some of the biggest institutions out there, central banks all over the world, and massive centralized and decentralized networks. The technology is validated by the fact that they are landing some of the biggest partners in crypto. Therefore, the fact that they're working with Amazon Web Services, Nvidia, and the Central Bank of England probably validates the fact that their tech is pretty good. So for what I'm going to do here is give you guys a high level understanding of what the technology does, and you guys can understand that the reason it's being adopted is because it does do what they say it does. So what Quant is trying to build is an overledger OS that connects decentralized and centralized networks. One of the biggest problems institutions have when getting into the crypto world and blockchain in general is that there are a ton of different blockchains that all do different things well. What Quant is trying to do is essentially build an overledger OS, or operating system. And this is essentially going to be a software terminal where they can plug into different centralized and decentralized networks and leverage the best parts of each one. Quant is really creating a network of network effects, and I think this is extremely powerful. A network effect is really symbolized by the fact that it's a bunch of different parties all working together to enhance the network itself. Everyone's essentially acting as a good actor to increase the overall value of the ecosystem. What Quant is trying to do is bring all these individual ecosystem or network effects together to create one insanely massive network effect where the users can benefit from using the best parts of each network. And if you look at this diagram below, it really explains it really well. You have to understand that a lot of these massive corporations getting into blockchain don't know the intricacies of all these different networks, and a lot of what they do doesn't necessarily want to be done on every single one of these networks. A lot of them might want to keep using their Google Cloud storage system, but then leverage XRP for payments. What Quant is going to do is allow them to easily manage different parts of their ecosystem and tap into each one of these networks individually and leverage the parts of it they want. This is going to be a very integral step in helping corporations and institutions take the step into the crypto world. They might plug into Quant's OS and at first only use centralized services, but then slowly realize the benefits of, saying, incorporating a payment system like Stellar or XRP. This will allow them to leverage Stellar or XRP in a system they already understand. Then maybe they want to branch out into DeFi. What Quant really does is brings the best aspects of each of these projects and allows institutions to easily and accessibly access each one of them. I really think Quant is going to be a winner that does well with every other project in the space, because Quant benefits from each project really being the best it possibly can, and overall that really makes Quant, in my opinion, a very, very interesting play in the crypto ecosystem. So now that I gave that description, I want to show you a super cool interview that their CEO Gilbert did, and hopefully now that I kind of gave you this idea of how to think about Quant, I want you to watch this interview and see if you can kind of pick apart what he's saying and see how integrated Quant really is going to be in the next generation financial system. So let's jump right into this.
System. What do you mean by that? We're living in an exciting time right now. This time that we're in only happens every 30 or 40 years. The last time we moved from paper finance to electronic, and that was in the 60s and the 70s. We then went digital, but now we're in a state where we're actually able to go decentralized, which means we're able to disintermediate how we run the financial system and give people access to technology and the whole system in a new way. So we're doing things which were never done before.
And it's Cyboss, and you've had a launch, you've been involved in a launch. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yes, so we're quite excited. One of the biggest problems that we've solved with our technology is the ability to interconnect. And the technology we've solved is blockchain. Everyone is loving that technology. It's being widely implemented and adopted, but the barrier is removing the ability to trust and interoperate and have flexibility. So we've taken those barriers away, and we've allowed financial institutions, central banks, FMIs to be able to use any blockchain at scale. And we've implemented this technology within payment infrastructure, within capital markets, and in central banks. And what we've done is we've created a network of networks that's fit for a hyper-connected world. And that's quite exciting, because if you look at how we're doing the system and innovation, we're operating in silos. And what we've done is we've allowed everyone to innovate and build, but we've interconnected everyone. We're allowing people to have access to new markets, new technologies, new customers, and keep what they've already got, but making it compatible and interoperable.
And of course the theme of this year's Cyboss is thriving in a hyper-connected world.
Yes.
Where do you see this going, years from now? Where, you've done your launch today as Cyboss. What does the future hold?
I think we're seeing a structural change in the architecture of the system. There's a lot more market demands. There's new barriers that have been removed. Regulation has caught up, which is really exciting. I come from the Bank of England, the Treasury, and my background is in cybersecurity, so heavily regulated environments. Regulation has caught up with technology today. And what we're seeing is the ability to do things which were just not possible, and the market is demanding it. And if the financial system doesn't change, you've got a threat of new market entrants, the technology companies of the world. They're able to do a lot more, and they're bigger, and they're able to move fast. And so where we're seeing financial services go is really an evolution, but a rapid evolution into a new world with a lot of uncertainty but a lot of potential. And what we like to do is bring trust to that uncertainty. We'd like to allow innovation to foster in a nice, controlled, safe way, so they can create products and deliver new services to their customers, whilst maintaining all the compliance they have to.
Gilbert, thank you so much for sharing your news with us, and have a good rest of the conference.
Guys, if Quant reaches the market cap of Shiba Inu, it will be $1,000 a coin. With that being said, I want you guys to pause the screen right here. Take a look at this after what I explained, what Gilbert explained. Pause the video. Guys, thanks for watching this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hopefully after this video we're at 1,000 subs. That would be incredible. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd get here this far. And for now, Mikkel out.